Okay, so to start our lesson, greetings muna, good afternoon. O, afternoon na sa lahat.
Good afternoon po.
Ma'am.
So, for our lesson number 4, lahat nakikita ha at nakakarinig. Okay, so lesson number 4, computer security, ethics, and privacy. So the objectives of this lesson is to describe the types of computer security risk, identify ways to safeguard against denial of service, attack, backdoors, and snooping. Discuss the techniques to prevent unauthorized computer access and use. Identify safeguards against hardware theft and vandalism. Explain the ways software manufacturers protect against software piracy, and then define encryption and explain what it is, why it is necessary, and then discuss the types of devices available that protect computers from system failure, explain the options available for backing up computer resources, identify risks and safeguards associated with wireless communications, then recognize issues related to information accuracy, rights, and conduct, and discuss the issues surrounding information privacy. Itong number 12, hindi na natin kukunin yan kasi sa ibang subject yan i-discuss. Okay, let's start with what is a computer security risk. So as you can see on the, nakikita ba yung diagram? So ang sabi rito, action that causes loss of or damage to computer system. So look at the diagram. The first diagram is the attack by SASEC. So ibig sabihin, may mga viruses. And then ang second picture showing parang ano no, tumitingin siya kung mayroong nakakakita sa kanya. And then yung third is parang talagang physically damaged na yata yan, including this picture dahil nagkaroon ng ng lightning. And then someone typing the information on that computer, at yung isa naman ay nakapikit no, habang nakaharap sa unit. And then yung isa naman naglalagay ng sa bagay wala na ito no, ang ating secondary storage ngayon ay mga flash drive na. So yung naglalagay ng disk. So all of you have experienced that, di ba? So na-experience nyo ng hindi nga lang kayo katulad nito na nagtatago, harap-harapan, nagda-download kayo, di ba? Hindi kayo nagtatago. So all of that experience that security risk no, in our computers. Katulad din ng na-experience ng iba. So, ito yung mga pwede nyong gawin or mga na-experience ninyo, katulad ng denial of service attack. So, it is an assault which disrupt computer access to an internet service such as the web or email. Ayan, so sometimes sa email ninyo, you have sa mga spam, sometimes good email na pupunta na rin sa spam na yun, you know, kapag hindi nyo or hindi kilala ng inyong browser, yung pumapasok, nag-enter sa inyong email. And then the backdoor. A backdoor is a program or set of instructions in a program that allow users to bypass security controls when accessing a computer resource. So actually, ang backdoor, ginagawa po yan ng mga designer din ng computers. No? Kasi let's say they want to go inside the program na illegal naman, no? In a legal manner, nagtatrabaho siya sa isang company, gagamit siya ng backdoor so that let's say nagkaroon ng problem sa kanilang system, makakapasok yung programmer sa loob ng backdoor. Pero kung illegal ang pagpasok, that's the problem. Another problem is the spoofing. So spoofing means it makes a network or internet transmission appear legitimate. IP spoofing occurs when an intruder computer fools a network into believing its IP address is from a trusted source. Perpetrators of IP spoofing trick their victims into interacting with a phony website, no? So kunwari, nanalo ka sa isang networking or yung bangko, papadalan ka ng ganito. So ang akala mo legit, no? Yung pagkapanalo mo or yung mga sinesend na ano sa'yo, na information. Pero hindi mo alam, that is one way of their spoofing. Next is the firewall. Security system consisting of hardware and or software that prevents unauthorized intrusion. So yung firewall, makikita nyo katulad dito sa diagram, it shows the literal firewall. No? Kasi ganun talaga din ang functions ng software firewall. So it hindrance, no, the unauthorized users to access in your computers, whether by use of network or through Wi-Fi. So pwede nating lagyan yung ating mga computers ng firewall, especially yung mga bata, di ba? So para hindi niya mapasok yung mga hindi naman para sa mga kids na website. So yung mga kapatid, kung meron kayong kapatid na mahilig mag-computers, kasi ngayon, 2 years old yata, gumagamit na ng cellphone, no? Pwede nang mag-access ng kung ano-ano. Kasi yung guidance dapat nandoon. Huwag tayo matuwa na, yung kapatid ko, ang galing na mag-computers. 1-year-old pa lang. So dapat din meron siyang guidance na yung mga kiniklik niya, alam mo naman, click ng click yung mga yan. Katulad din ninyo nung naging bata pa kayo, na mga gusto nilang mag-explore. Okay, next is a personal firewall utility. So this is a program that protects personal computer and its data from unauthorized intrusions. So may mga utility program for accessing a firewall or placing a firewall in your computers. So another one is it monitors transmission to and from computer. It informs you to or of attempted intrusions. So meron tayo mga software, mga personal firewall software na available. Yung iba rito may bayad, no? Yung iba naman, kung kayo ay medyo hindi ko naman sinasabi mag-crack kayo, no? Pero yung iba naman dito, open source, pwede nyong i-download. Kaya lang, syempre iba yung support para sa mga software na may bayad. Ito yung ilan lang sa mga personal firewall software na pwede nyong gamitin to make a wall, no, to your computers. So Black ICE PC Protection, McAfee Personal Firewall Plus, the Norton Personal Firewall, the Seagate Personal Firewall Pro, the Tiny Personal Firewall, and the Zone Alarm Pro. So ilan lang po yan. Kung may alam pa kayo iba, okay lang yon. Pwede nyo idagdag yon sa mga list. And what is unauthorized access and use? From the word
unauthorized access and use.
Yes. So it means not authorized to use or to access your computers. So how can a company protect against hackers? Kasi yan yung number 1 eh. Yan ang gustong ma-secure ng isang company. Yung kanilang system to any hackers, especially mga banking system natin. So intrusion detection software analyzes network traffic, assesses system vulnerabilities, and identifies intrusions and suspicious behavior. It is also the access control defines who can access computer and what actions they can take. Katulad ng audit trail records, no? So usually kasi sa auditing, Diyan na papasok yung mga reports no? Kung meron bang makikitang merong nagbigay ng sobra-sobrang pera, no? Saan nanggaling yung pera or saan dapat yung mapupunta yung pera na yun kasi pag pera pinag-usapan walang walang kamag-anak, walang kapakapatid, no? Wala lahat. Kahit mga friend ninyo, wala. Yan. So, how can a companies protect against hackers? So, yun yung mga ways, katulad ng pagpasok pa lang sa website nila, dapat meron ng security Diba? So, yun daw username and password, that is not a good security no, for their system to be secured. Kaya yung iba nagdadagdag pa ng aside from username and password, meron pa yung mga biometrics na security na dinadagdag sila. And what are the other ways to protect your personal computer? So you can disable file and printer sharing on internet connections. Katulad ng, ano pala kayo, no? Ano lang, yung freshman. So most of you, hindi pa naka-experience na gumamit ng laboratory natin sa ating schools. No? Kasi doon, ang laboratory natin naka-network at meron tayong server. So the server controls the accessing and using of different files, especially hindi na yung mga files na hindi pwedeng pakialaman ng mga estudyante. So ginagawa dyan ng admin, dinidisable yung pag-share. Although in our laboratory, we shared software, pero yung software na usable ng mga students, katulad ng mga office, ng ating operating system, ng ating programming language, yun, sinishare yun. But the control panel, diba, alam naman natin na control panel is a program used to change the settings of your computers. So medyo naka-disable yun sa ating computer laboratory. So yan. So yan yung mga ways to protect your personal computers. Pwede din naman meron din ang personal computers natin. We also have the so-called protections, katulad na naka-open dito sa inyong monitor. Yan. So makikita niyo yan sa LAN properties, sa control panel. And then, what is a username? Kanina, di ba, I'm talking about the username and password. Sabi, hindi na raw masyadong, hindi daw yan 100% na security to go inside or to access any files. So, what is username? It is a unique combinations of characters that identifies user. And a password, kasi combination yan ng username. Kapag may username, dapat may password. Password is a private combinations of characters associated with the username that allows access to computer resources. So ito yung example natin na all 100%, all the websites, all the sites that we want to view, lahat yan ang security nila is username and password. You cannot enter their site without typing their username and password. Meron lang yan for viewing, but not for accessing any files inside their site. No, kailangan ng username and password. And how can you make your password more secure? The longer the password, it provides greater security. Sabi nga, di ba? Kasi dati, hindi nag-aalaw ng ibang characters sa password. Pero ngayon, you can make use any of the characters in your keyboard. Katulad ng nakalagay dito sa ating table. So we have here the number of characters, possible combinations. Kapag human ang nag-detect niyan, it takes 3 minutes for number of characters. Kung isa lang, 36 possible combinations. 3 minutes. So the longer the number of characters used in your password, ito yung possible combinations. The longer the human can detect the password. Sa computer naman, kung gagamit sila ng computer or ng software to detect their password, ito yung mga segundo lang, no? Sa 5 characters in 30 seconds, yung programs, they can easily detect the possible combination. So, mapapasok, di ba? Sa 10 characters naman, biro mo, it takes 59 years. Magbabago na yung ating sistema noon, no? After 59 years. So, possible character, it includes the letter A to Z and number 0 to 9. Human discovery assumes 1 try every 10 seconds. So, yun yung usually human detections of the password. So, computer discovery assumes 1 million tries per second. So, medyo mabilis kasi nga, machine. So, average time assumes the password would be discovered in approximately half the time it would take to try all possible combinations. Kaya medyo yung talagang gusto nilang secure dahil ang kanilang kinikater sa website nila ay talagang they need protections katulad ng mga kaperahan ng tao, di ba? Sa mga bangko natin. And what is a possessed object?
That you must carry to gain access to computer or facility.
Okay, item that you must carry to gain access to computer or facility. Tama naman si computer voice natin. Often used with numeric password called personal identification number or the PIN. So lahat naman siguro naka-experience ng gumamit ng ATM, right? So wala nang bago sa inyo. So yan kasi ngayon sa mga bangko, yung mga protections, ngayon kasi na-hack na no? They provide mga additional devices to attach on that ATM machines, and in pronto, they can go inside the account. Nung dati nga, bago pa lang ATM, nagkaroon ng problems, no? Nagkaroon ng, or yung isang tao, nabalita ito pero hindi pa kayo sinisilang. So, isang tao nakapulot ng ATM machines, and then that person tried to use that by entering numbers of zeros. Siguro yung system hindi siya na test for numbers of zeros na i-enter sa username and password, nakapasok sa transaction. So nakapag-transact pa siya 3 beses bago na-capture yung kanyang card, na hindi siya yung authorized user ng card na yun. Okay, so ano pa ba yung mga pwede nating gamitin aside from ATM kung hindi na talaga secure yan? Kasi siguro another years hindi nagagamit ng ATM. Baka cash, cardless na nga, di ba? Usually inaano na nila ngayon yung cardless. So you will just type your username and password without using the card or the ATM machines. Or the ATM card pala, sorry. Okay, another one. So, ito ngayon yung idinadagdag nila Dahil hindi raw secure ang username and password, they add another security, and that is by using a biometric devices. So, these biometric devices, it authenticates person's identity using personal characteristics, fingerprint, hand geometry, voice signature, and iris. So, yan yung mga ilan lang na biometrics devices na ginagamitan ng fingerprint, ng kamay, ng voice, ng signature, at ng mata. Okay, so hardware theft and vandalism naman. Ano man yung mga another problem din yan no? Yung hardware theft and vandalism. So vandalism pala meron din sa computers, not only on the wall. So what are the hardware theft and hardware vandalism? When we say hardware theft, it is the act of stealing computer equipment. Because of the word theft, stealing pa rin yun. So cable sometimes used to lock the equipment. Some notebook computers use password possess objects and biometrics as security methods. And then for PDAs, you can password protect the device. So yung hardware theft na yan, so from the word hardware, so hardware is the tangible part of the computers, di ba? So katulad niyan, sa laboratory, we already experienced that hardware theft. Ang nangyari noon, binayaran ng mga estudyante yung nawalang mga hardware devices na yon. Kasi ang ginawa nila, pinagpalit-palit yung keyboard, yung keys sa keyboard. Okay lang kung ano nandun lahat ng keys. Ang ginawa ng iba, tinapon. So, hindi na namin mahanap yung mga keys. So, anong nangyari noon? Lahat, kahit hindi ikaw ang may kagagawan, you have to pay for that. Binayaran nila yon. Dinagdag sa tuitions nila. Di ba? Parang napaka-careless. Kasi ano mo yan gamit ng school. So, dapat may protections na kayo din naman ang gagamit. No? Hindi man kayo, maaring yung mga kapatid ninyo na susunod din sa inyong mga, hindi lang naman IT ang gumagamit ng laboratory. So, other courses, they also use the laboratories. Ngayon, yung sa inyo, yung hardware ninyo dyan, pagka ginawa ninyo ng di maganda, ang kalaban nyo, yung parents nyo. Makita, saan na rito nagkaiba-iba? Diba sabi nga, linisin mo yung keyboard. Nilinis nga, ginawang alphabetical order. May ganun. So, hardware vandalism. So, it is an act of defacing or destroying computer equipment. So, from the word vandalism. No, vandals. So, yung iba nagsusulat. Talagang literal vandalism. No, dahil sinusulatan, or siguro walang magawa, yung keyboard, kung ano tinanggal na yung nasa ilalim kasi gusto niya makita kung bakit umiilaw, mga ganun. Okay, next is the software theft. Kung meron tayong hardware theft, meron din tayong software theft. And what is software theft? Act of stealing or illegally copying software or intentionally erasing programs. So, ang tawag doon, software piracy. It is illegal duplications of copyrighted software. So, itong dalawang ito, pag na-detect kayo that you are pirated a software, so meron niyang equivalent, no? na subject to illegal or the legal actions. So may mga law tayo, batas tayo para dyan. Okay, and what is a license agreement? Kasi you cannot steal a software, especially if the software is merong tinatawag na license, no? Katulad ng Microsoft. Pag open source, okay lang yan. So pag-uusapan din natin sa ating mga susunod na lessons, yung mga open source. Yeah. So the license agreement, you have to pass that or click yes if you are agree. So what is license agreement? It is the right to use the software. Single user license agreement allows user to install software on one computer, make backup copy, and sell software after removing from computers. So ito yung ating click lang ng click na tayo ay mag-yes dahil hindi tayo makakapasok sa kanilang site or hindi natin mada-download yung isang software pag hindi tayo nag-yes. But we didn't read the contents of that agreement. No? Meron ba sa inyong nagbasa na ng agreement? Wala. Even kayo ay mag-re-register sa isang gaming na mga nagbabasa ng ng agreement. So click lang kayo ng yes kasi nagmamadali nga, gusto niyo na magamit yung applications na yan. Yeah, yes tayo diyan, yes. So hindi niyo alam yung yes niyo, lahat pala ng information na yon pwede nilang gamitin. Nakalagay doon, no? Pati mga pictures niyo, kaya minsan makikita niyo, ay bakit nandito sa Google yung pictures ko? Wala naman akong inilagay sa Google na pictures Bakit nandito siya? Hindi mo alam doon sa isang site, nag-yes ka sa agreement at pwede rin palang gamitin nila yon para sa iba. Okay? And what are some other safeguard against software theft? So product activations allows user to input product identification number online or by phone and receive unique installation identification number. Ang maganda lang naman kasi sa may license, may support, 'di ba? Um, Pwede kang kumuha ng ibang ano nila, no? Kung halimbawa nagka-problema yung iyong software, they will give you support. Okay, so yung BSA na tinatawag natin, yung Business Software Alliance, it promotes better understanding of software piracy problems. So tayo, kayo mga kabataan, wala kayong pakialam dyan sa software piracy Dahil hindi naman, wala pa naman kasing talagang nakasuhan, di ba? No, sa pagkakaalam natin, wala pa. Hindi pa ganoon kahigpit yung, yung ating cyber law. Okay, another information tab is the encryption. So any moment, meron na yata tayong 3 minutes, no? Para mag-end yung sessions na ito. Then we will continue the second part of this. And then makikita nyo na dun sa ating second part yung activities na gagawin ninyo. No? Kaya pag-end po nito, gusto ko meron na po kayong isulat nyo na sa papel or mag-usap-usap na kayo kung sino yung isasama nyo sa group. Kasi gusto ko, mayroon na po tayong list of groupings. No, 5 for every groups para magkaroon tayo ng 9 groups. Kasi meron po kayong presentation next meeting. Yun ang gagawin ng bawat grupo. Okay, so to continue, meron pa tayong 2 minutes. What is encryption? It's safeguard against information theft dahil naka-encrypt yung files sa process of converting plain text or the readable data into ciphertext and readable characters. Encryption key or the formula often uses more than one method. So sometimes yung encryption key ay hindi text kung hindi kailangan sagutan mo yung kanilang mystery questions. To read the data, the recipient must decrypt or decipher the data. So ito sa ibaba yung mga sample encryptions methods natin na sometimes ito yung mga ciphertext na nandito sa fourth column. So yung iba nirarumble lang yung nirarumble. Pero ano na yan no? Palasak na yung rumble-rumble na yan Kaya madaling ma-detect yan. So yung iba naman gumagamit lang ng, ayan, yung mga explanation, ito. Sa each letter replaced with another, katulad ng information. So ginagamit yung ibang letter or yung number siguro sa keyboard, yung combination sa cellphone ng numbers, di ba? Okay, so ito naman, letter Y inserted after each character. Kaya puro Y ang makikita ninyo rito sa ciphertext. Then dito naman sa kabila, every third letter remove T, A, and O. Siguro tau gamma to. And then, kaya active T na lang instead of activation. Yan. And how can I encrypt the contents of files and folders in Windows? In Windows XP, matagal na yan. So, you can also decrypt that by, siguro malaman ninyo or tanungin na lang, kailangan maging legal yung pag-encrypt. Okay? So, yan muna. We will continue the discussions. Siguro mga 5 minutes lang para dire-diretso na tayo. After doon, end na. Konti na lang to Siguro mga, tinan natin. Hindi pa tayo inabot, no? 1, 2. Tatlo na lang. Tatlong slides na lang. So we will continue. I hope okay, the last tatlo na lang, tatlong slide na lang. So internet security risk. How do web browsers provide secure data transmissions? Many web browsers use encryptions, like what I said kanina. Secure site is website that uses encryption to secure the data. Digital certificate is notice that guarantees website is legitimate. So magkakaroon kayo ng certificate kung kayo ay gumagamit ng secured or nag-provide kayo or nagbayad kayo sa isang website na nagbibigay sa inyo ng katulad ng sinabi natin kanina, yung agreement. And then, what is certificate authority, or the CA? Authorized person or company that issues and verifies digital certificate. The users apply for digital certificate from certificate authority. So usually, sinesend yan sa inyong email. And then what is secure socket layer, or the SSL? It provides encryptions of all data that passes between client and internet server. So web addresses beginning with HTTPS indicate secure connections. Kasi meron din tayo mga ibang topology na gumagamit ng HTTP walang S. So kapag nakita nyo yan, it means you are in a secure site. So ang ating activities, eto na po, we will continue that kasi meron pa tayong hindi na-discuss sa ating lesson number 4. And that is the system failure, the wireless security, ethics and society, information privacy, spyware, adware, and spam, phishing, privacy laws, content filtering, computer forensics. So lahat yan from 1 to 9, kukuha lang po kayo ng isa dyan. At ako ang magsasabi kung para kanino yon, ha? Then, on that, you will create kahit siguro mga 6 slides kasama na din yung title slide. Kasi you have to know the definitions, the history, the types, the methods, and the security on that different topics. Yan, kaya sabi dito, create a presentation and discuss the following topics. Kaya next meeting, magdi-discuss kayo ng mga topics na naka-assign sa inyo. Okay, so ang magsisimula ay si system failure. Pag napunta sa inyo yung system failure, kayo po yung una. And then followed by wireless, next is ethics, hanggang sa computer forensics. So ang inyong gagawin lang is to follow itong ano na to, definitions yung nasa right side. Definition, history, types, methods, and security. So, i-research ninyo yan, yung bawat topic na yan. According to 6 outline na to. Yung definition, yung history, yung types, yung methods, at saka yung security. So, yung methods, kung paano po yan pumapasok, kung may enter sa ating mga system. Yung security, how can you secure the system in, for example, sa spyware, adware, and spam. So, what are the ways to secure the tree? Yun po yung kasama ng security. Okay, so nakikita ko dun sa inyong mga groupings. Out ko muna yung ating picturean nyo na lang muna. Napicturean nyo na ba? Picturean nyo na lang muna to.